Alright, we're doing more of this. More of this stuff. Should start off with science? Science Pokemon Gondola? It's kind of cute. Hello. Hello, friends. You did. Try some of these. 'Cause science. Science. Oh. Hi guys, I'm late. Man. Goddamn. I just did a million things. I have to get new license plates today. It's a whole thing. But I finally did it after a long weeks of work. Thank you, big government. Box water is the best. Who are you? Where are you from? La 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 la. Box water. Are you from New York? Anyway. You thought I died? You guys are, I don't know what you guys are. You guys are something. Alright, this is Gondolation. Wonder if I should do some more fun stuff instead of boring drone engineering. How good is teleportation zombie in this deck? Not good at all? Oh, it's not good at all. I think I'm just running space time instead. Why not? Space time's way more fun. Plus, it's a science card, guys. Shut up. Space time, way funner. There's no conjures in this deck. Zero. Donut. You guys are all sus. Why? I'm doing good. How you doing? Oh, man. Do you like watching movies? I like watching movies if I have someone to watch them with. But I'm super lonely. Sorry, I complain about being single so much. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I had a pretty good week. I'm just getting a little dating frustrated again at the end of the week. That's just how it works. Whenever you try something, whenever you work too hard on something and it doesn't work out, you get freaking frustrated. Among Us? I don't know. I was planning on just playing PvZ Heroes. Maybe if I really feel like playing something after, I'll do it. I sort of want to keep playing Genshin Impact, though. Among Us is dead already. Do you think you need a girlfriend, or you're just born to be alone? What? Fry's tired from all the boning. Wow. I wish. Yeah, I'll put the Citron deck. We had a 10-0 Citron deck. That was really good. Genshin's like this new game. It's It's like free to play and has ridiculous graphics. It's kind of fun so far. It has voice acting. It's like one of these games that's like one of these, like, you know, like they'll have a movie budget. They'll have like a $300 million budget, like this game. Ridiculous. Just from the voice acting to the artists to the graphic designers to the everything. It's just it's nuts. This game is completely nuts. And it's free. You know, and usually these games are like, you know, they cost $50, $60, like Grand Theft Auto. I seem down. Yeah, I'm just a little dating frustrated again. I happens to be I have a second date on Sunday, but it's like, whatever. It doesn't seem that promising, to be perfectly honest. Do you tell your dates that you stream? Sure. Duck gossip, don't troll the Discord. That's not nice. Duck gossip trolls everybody. That's how it works. Could be they didn't couldn't put up with it. Alright, let's make this duck list. Here we go. No more screwing around. No more venting, Fry. It's super sus every time you vent, Fry. Get it? We've made that joke about 1,000 times since most of my streams the last 2 weeks have been venting streams. Don't I just seem so sad? I feel really fat this week. I feel like if I was skinny, I would get more girls. My fat guys. I feel like I'm in good shape, but sometimes I don't feel like it at all. I'm having actually some major body image issues the last couple of days. I think I look good, but it just seems like in order to do well on dating websites, you have to basically look like a model. It's who you are, not what you are. I don't think that's true. I don't think people really try to understand who you are. I think they look at superficialities, and if the superficialities don't please them, they swipe left. I think that's actually, I think in real life, you're right. In real life, I do great. If there were events or places I can meet people, I'd be fine right now. Oh, I'd be fine. I wouldn't have any problem. But online, I have no idea. I have actually no idea how to market myself on a dating website. I have no clue. I've asked a lot of friends. It just nothing works. I know I'm an amazing person, but how the heck am I supposed to show that with a picture and a paragraph of text? How am I supposed to show people I'm an amazing person? Watch it, I'm so hungry. That's strike 2. Don't try me, we'll see. See what happens. See what happens when you get IP banned, dude. heck is D-Date? First stream? Welcome, Slayer. Yeah, I know. It doesn't necessarily work out well for people in Australia. Switch to dating apps? I am on dating apps. I'm on all the dating apps. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't work. He sends 50, 60 messages, no replies, and finally when they do, they just ghost you. It's like not in real life. People actually act like human beings. Online, people act like, I don't even know what. It's sad. It's really, really sad how someone thinks it's okay that, like, imagine you walk in the street and say hello to someone, and they just don't even look at you and they just keep walking, like someone you know. Imagine you're in the middle of a conversation with someone and you don't even say anything, you just don't even say goodbye, you just turn around and just walk away and never talk to them ever again. It's just... I think people are... I used to think most people are really good. People are actually very decent. But I don't think it's true anymore. If there's no consequences keeping people in check and making them act like a mensch, act like a decent human being, people will be the most just... The standard is to be extremely indecent and extremely rude. COVID definitely makes it harder. Look, I've been getting some dates. It's not like it's been that bad. I've been getting a few. They just usually just haven't been going anywhere. So it's fine. It's not like there's a major problem. It's just frustrating, you know? It's just really frustrating. The frustration is the problem, not really... It's not like I'm not doing well on the apps. In fact, the main thing that's actually preventing me from doing better is just the frustration. I don't know. Who's that on the sofa? It's Pikachu! He's so cute. Jack sent me that. Thanks, guys. You guys are great. I just have to become gay and I'll be fine. That's all. I just gotta flip it around. What's your PO box? You want to send plushies? Guys, send me plushies. Here's my PO box. My po box. PvP's not working. Something's wrong with the servers and they're not fixing it, so. Reverse conversion therapy. There you go, Aftalanas. Where do we sign up? Is there such thing? I should figure out how they do that. Oh, if I were gay, that would be so great. It'd be easy. Other than PvZ, what's your favorite game? Probably Overwatch. Probably, I thought you were buying a... Nope. Can you say so great while doing a Trump impression? Haven't you heard me do that already? So great. It's so great. Okay. We thought of getting a pet. I don't... Honestly, I sort of like animals, like dogs and cats, and it's cute and they're affectionate, but I honestly don't want to have a pet. I would date someone who had a pet, but I don't want one for myself. It's just not for me. I got banned from Overwatch. Cats or dogs? I like small dogs or cats as long as they're affectionate and smell fine. Smelly cats, really, I can't deal with them. What if she had a fake leg? Look, if I dated someone and I found out she had a fake leg, I'd probably break it off. I'm trying to say that joke with a straight face. No, I totally date someone with a prosthetic leg. Why not? As long as everything else was good, why not? Yeah. Would you date a trans woman? I would date a trans man, not a trans woman. I know that's so politically incorrect to say, but for me, being heterosexual has nothing to do with gender. Gender is a social construct. So being heterosexual means you're attracted to someone who's female. So if they're, it goes by based on biology, not based on gender or expression or any of that stuff. So someone who is a female, that would be a person I would consider as a partner. Someone who's male, I would not. So a trans man, I would. A trans woman, I wouldn't. I know that's super politically incorrect, and I'm sure trans people do not want to hear people say that, but that's the hard reality. Would I date someone blind? I don't know. I don't know. Good question. I'm studying liberals and conservatives in school right now. Which one are you? Well, the obvious answer is I'm neither. Why would I sign up for an entire list of things that have nothing to do with each other? I try to take every single subject and make an intelligent opinion on that independently, instead of signing up for a list. Why would I let a political party decide my beliefs for me? Now, I'm probably nowadays I'm closest to a libertarian, but I don't think I'm a pure libertarian. I just think that's probably because I have some libertarian views. So that's probably what I fit into closest. Trick Andrew Yang, yeah. Anyway, all right. I'm about to start. I'm just gonna get a glass, some water. You're generally more liberal. See, when it comes to like ideas and philosophy, I'm very liberal. I'm like people hear of this kind of when my philosophy streams like Fry, you're literally the most liberal person I've ever heard in my life, which is it's definitely true to an extent. But when it comes to policy nowadays, I'm very against a lot of liberal policies trying to get the government and 60% to try to control the 40% as much as they can. I think that's persecution. I think that's literally oppression. Dad jokes, I don't know. I don't know if I'll do that. Fry's a hot dad, bud. Would you date someone with a face? Yeah. You go to college, yes. Liberal is a botched up term. It's true. It's so. What do you call it? Unprecise. Tell if you Fry. You're very cute, Platt. Would you date someone with autism? I probably have autism, so yes. I think I'm on the spectrum somewhere. Would I date you if you're a female and of age and live in the Toronto area? I'll consider it. Hit me up on Facebook. I don't think there's really any girls who watch the stream anyway. Did I play any sports? I used to play like basketball and football. Maybe I should try to join a football league. I just feel like if I get hit in the head, I'm gonna be not be able to stream for a few weeks. That's the problem. If you get a concussion, you can't look at TV at screens. It's just the only. I'd love to play football actually. Maybe I should join a football league, like some amateur football league. They probably don't have it during COVID though. Maybe I will next year. I feel like doing something like that right now could be really healthy. Just good physical workout and strengthening and stuff. What age group are you looking for when dating? 20s, I say. I'm not super picky when it comes to age, though. Like, if, I say that's what I'm looking for, but, I've dated people who are older than me. I've dated, like, 10 years younger and 10 years older, so. Love is a social construct, now it's a feeling. I should play some football. I feel like beating the crap out of something. I feel like that would be such a good outlet. Maybe I should do some like martial arts and stuff. I said 10 years younger than me and 10 years older than me. 10 years old. Oh my gosh. Someone here heard the word 10 years old and then started freaking out. What do you expect out of a relationship? I don't expect that much. I think just affection, communication, just basic human consideration. I try to keep my expectations very low. Maybe do boxing. Do Krav Maga Russians rule? That's Israeli, actually. Krav Maga. Oh, Krav Manga? I don't know what you're talking about. I should become a professional wrestler. Yeah, those are just my casting couches. You have anxiety? It's more like, I'm sure everyone has some anxiety. Do you hate your ex? No, I don't really hate people. I sort of like hate humanity as a whole, but I don't hate individuals. Wow. Wow. Man, that's so dark. It's nothing personal. I just hate people in general. There's some things about humanity that annoy me. It's particularly just how judgmental people are. And I think that's one of the frustrating things. Like, people are really judgmental or just really selfish and inconsiderate. I think that's just something that comes up in dating a lot, So that's probably one reason it's so frustrating. Alright, let's play some PvZ. We'll answer more questions during the thing. I love this, though. I like when you guys ask me all these questions. It's so much fun. Let's just do Q&A while we kick some people with some gondolas. What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today, I'm really building a deck around Gondola Gadget Scientist. This is really cool. If you teleport this in, we're running 4 teleports in this deck. We're also running, teleportation stations so you can get even more teleports. And if you teleport in your gondola, hit face, it moves to a different lane, and it creates a random guy. Huge value. And then, immediately the next turn, you can play your Gadget Scientist, which is going to make the gondola do another bonus attack and create another guy. So we're going to try to use that as the sort of win condition. In the early game, I am running science, so the gondola actually will be able to make all your science guys do bonus attacks, adds another win condition, kind of just running the fun science cards in this deck like Dr. Spacetime and Interdimensional Zombie, running Pogo Mug. I'm also trying the Cryo Brain Pogo Mixed Up Gravedigger. I found this combo to be really, really strong, because then instead of broken turn 4, turn 5 Pogo Mug, you have it on turns 3 and 4. It also helps you get your gondolas quicker. Other reason I'm running Cryo Brain in this deck. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's just get right into the game. Let's go. Probably, if you were my girlfriend, would you marry me? I don't know. Depends how good of a boyfriend you are. Probably not. You ask stupid questions. No, I'm sorry, I joke. I make joke. I make joke. Give me a mug. Okay. I don't care. I'm keeping Cryo Brain. It's my new favorite card. Thank you, Seaman. You can also mix up Gravedigger, Gondola, Gadget. Anyway. Uh-oh. Actually, this is fine. This is actually a perfect answer. Cryobrain is the perfect answer. Unless he plays Growshroom, we have the 2-for-1 down packed here. Look at this play. Look at that move. No Growshroom. No Growshroom. Friday ghosted. I get ghosted like every day. Thank you, Detail for You. 10 months. 10 months? Must have changed your username. Detail for You. No, just someone who subscribed for 10 months. I know who you are, so you must have a new username or something like that. Or something like that. Just playing this on the ground so we can hit him with the cheese. Cosmic OP. So Pogo got it done as usual, as per usual, and he ends up with a Cosmic P in his hand. Congratulations. I know, I'm seeing a lot of lilies lately. Wow, nothing? Zero? Okay, really? I guess I'm gonna put this here to play around Scourge. Ugh. A 2-2 Science would have been way better. But we have no way of leaping this either. Ugh, it's just gonna die to Scourge. La, la, la. I don't know. Probably just Cryobrain. I'll make him think we have a good play here. La, 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 la. I think I gotta save the teleport for the Gondola next turn. This is fine. Proc the block. So it's teleport Gondola. Gondola. I can Gondole now. Then we'll just hit him with several Gadget Scientists. Uh-oh. It's gonna put something like a 6-6 double strike. Does it win? No, it'll still be one off. Ugh. The 6-6 double. Wow, what am I supposed to do? Really? So now he's doing 12, 6, and 4. He's still not winning. I should probably just go for the Gondola here. It's so much damage! We're fine. Unless he rolls a lot of ones. We'll be fine. No, that was pretty good. Here, guys, we're gonna have double Gadget now. This happens again. Guys, this is what it's about. And this dies. Thank you for dying. Can you please go here, Gondola? Please go here. Oh, it's good enough. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Guys, can we Gondola Gadget? Which is better here? Wait, Gondola? No, Gadget, well... Gondola Gadget? How does this work? I think it's Gadget Teleport Gadget. Or something like that. It's probably Gadget Teleport Drone Engineer, to be perfectly honest. He does not have espresso, shut up. Because I'm gonna have to put something here to block the double strike. Oh no. We could roll double ones. I don't know. Is there any way of surviving now? Oh, no, I can't even... Oh, I can't even put the drone engineer here. Whoops. We need one more brain! We would have won! No! Really? Ain't that a pity and a half? Oh well. Oh well. I thought we were doing well that game. Man. Onion rings. Onion rings with double strike. In fact, it's really Cosmic P is the thing I carried in there. Oh well. Guess we're going 0-10 with this deck now. You guys are all depressed. Cosmic OP. What do we do? What do we do? Pretty good. What's the point of playing ranked once you hit Ultimate League just for fun? The stars don't do anything. Dumb as hell. These guys are so... Probably should have put this one here. Who cares? Yay, it's all card draw. Wait, it's all card draw? Always has been. Always has been. Imagine these two cards. Which one's better, guys? Just imagine these cost the same amount. Kite Flyer and Doctor's... Okay, Kite Flyer is better. We're not conjuring anything. Imagine not conjuring anything. I think I have to use this triplication this turn. I think this is obligatory. 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 Because all the cards are going to cost 2 less. So you could probably just teleport in like the imp. Okay, we're going for it, guys. If all goes wrong, we're going to teleport Dr. Spacetime and do it next turn. This is insane value. Oh my god. Okay. I've had enough of your games. Let's go. We got Corv. These cost 0. I can teleport in the Corv. Right, teleport Corv. We got this dude. Why? Why did I just get Corv? It doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm putting this instead. Science. I'm just a big fat Starch Lord. I pretend that I'm in good shape, but I'm not. I have to lose at least 25 more pounds. Bootleg beat me up. La 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 la. What does the star between people's stats mean? This is one of the more commonly asked questions I get. It means this will do something. So, Gadget Scientist, when you play it, it already did its bonus attack. Once it's on the field, this is just a 2-3 science. This, though, when it hits, it draws cards. Dr. Spacetime, when it hits, it conjures things. This is when it kills something, it does something. So the star says, click on me. I'm still going to do something really weird. Weird as hell. Well, me, I'm milled. Milled as hell. Why does Mixed Up Gravedigger have it? Mixed Up Gravedigger, it's weird, you're right. Why does it have the star? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Mixed Up Gravedigger doesn't follow any of the rules in this game anyhow. What the heck am I supposed to do here? What the heck? There's no way to make this live. This is the problem. I don't know what to do. U.S. education? Sometime I will. I have to look into it a little more. I don't understand why there's public schools. It doesn't make sense. I have to look into it. Making it rain. I don't really know what to do here. There's no way to make this live. Canada totally has public schools. I think if the government wants to help people go to school, they should have school vouchers. Why does the government run the schools? It just makes the schools crap. Should have private people in the schools. Really. I should have played this. Whoops. Private schools are as bad as public ones. $13.57. I got nothing. So this will be 13 and 5. I guess it's like this. I should have played this. Blockbuster intensifies. Shut up. Backyard bound saves us? Nope. Rolling a 3 saves us. I'm gonna get rid of all the science cards. How about playing some proper control instead of all this garbage? I don't think this is a good control guard. I don't actually know what to run in this deck. There's no actual way to control with HG. What if we just run good cards? How about the new strat where you just run the highest value cards and don't want to worry about it? Actually pretty good now. Alright, let's try it like this. We're gonna go with the theory where you can control your opponent just by running good cards. I'm still having fun with PvZ Heroes. My sort of out of it attitude is nothing to do with that. What the hell? Yeah, where's the jar? What the heck happened to the jar? Where's the jar? Why is the jar gone? The jar's behind my face cam? Where? No, it's not. It disappeared. I don't have another jar. It's freaking gone. Whoops. Hey guys, smart. Oh, it's behind that face cam. Oh, I'm usually transparent. I see. You're right, I'm stupid. There. Fructosylation. What the hell does that mean? What is fructosylation? Doesn't mean anything. There we go. Now we got teleport Gondola into go. Oh, this is crazy. Turn 5 teleport Gondola. That's kind of broken. Kind of. How am I feeling, dude? Been better. I don't know if I actually feel more lonely than average people or more frustrated when people are single. I think I just show it more. It's just the way I am. Very expressive. When it happens. Come on! No one's gonna see this now. Okay, OBS is crashing. Gondola made Surprise Guard. It's pretty damn good. And then it made another Gondola. See you next time on Fry 'em Up. This one. This guy's dead. Dead as hell. Watch him actually use a superpower here for no reason whatsoever. He's mad. What else do we got? Orca. Hey, I can play Dr. Spacetime. It's pretty damn good. Yay! It's a 3-6. I wonder if we're gonna win, guys. I wonder. I am Amphibious. What the heck is this? It's a damn good play. Good as hell. Should have played Bucket Bay. That would have been the real play. Repeat Moss Super. He probably could have won there. Probably. Most likely. Oh my gosh, Papera. Wow. I thought he was asking, is your basilisk darker? Like, what basilisk? What are you talking about? No, he said ball sack. That's what he was asking. Jesus. People are asking about my balls now. Damn, we got the combo. We're going for it. Aggro Immorticia with what? The hell? Your moms all have bucket synergy. You guys are weird. French fry. Why? This is sort of muy bueno. This is somewhat muy. No, this is not bueno. This is not bueno. This is the most unbueno thing I've ever seen. God damn. Exceedingly unbueno. JoJo's good. I like JoJo. I don't know. I actually feel like conjuring things. I should probably just, whatever. I should probably do this move. I'm not okay. No, I'm not okay. Sex withdrawal, yeah, something like that. I'm not winning, that's the problem. Why am I sad? 'Cause I'm lonely. That's why. Lonely as hell. Eaton Center, yeah. Nice place. Why did I move to Canada? I was originally to date someone. I should probably leave Canada. I should probably move. It's not for me anymore. I don't think the problem is people. I think the problem is Toronto. People are too judgmental. People are judgmental anywhere. You know what? The problem is people. What the fuck am I trying to even convince myself that somewhere else is going to be better? No, you guys aren't annoying me. I'm sorry. There's sometimes I just don't know what to do. I don't know how to hold it in. It's just whatever. I'm just really sad. I'm in pretty good shape now. Let's beam me up. It's a good card. Good as hell. Hey, Jax. Alex is sending a meme. Here we go. Getting some memes. That's a good face. Good as hell. I should probably just burn this teleport. I have too many teleports. Maybe I'll save the free ones at least. You know what we need right now? A gondola. That's what we need. Could use one. Is this on? You just win? I'm just gonna have a sleeping stream. That'll be fun. I should probably just end the stream. You guys don't need to hang out with me. I'm just a fucking depressed loser. I don't want to drink. Drinking makes me fat. The whole thing. Thank you, Expert Gamer. 26 months. God damn. I wish I could just drink it all away, but you don't lose weight when you drink, so. Continue to be a stupid fat fuck. Wow, Expert Gamers gifted 10. Thank you. You've gifted 115 subs so far, Expert Gamer. God damn. God damn.
We need a leap! We need a leap!
We need a leap. That's what we really need. What we really need is a leap.
We need a leap! We need a leap!
Could you be done? Wow, so annoying. This one killed me.
Leap! We need a leap! We need a leap! We need a leap!
We got a leap. Look, we got one.
We need a leap! 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 We need a leap!
Talking with people doesn't really help. I have people to talk to. Talking to people about your problems doesn't make them better.
We need a leap! We need a leap!
I can't do shit here. What am I supposed to do about this field? There's no way to actually beat this.
We need a leap.
Did he grow his cards again? I don't know what the hell to do. Before this thing gets any value, I might as well kill it. Everything's gonna be okay, guys. Everything's fine. Really, everything's fine. I have a wonderful life. I have an amazing life. It's just frustrating when you really need something and you work hard and it doesn't work, so. But it will. It will. 2020 is not gonna last forever. Please go right. It's fitty. Yes. Mm. Okay. More. Everybody can take my hand. What music do I like? I like a lot of different things. My go-to is probably hip hop. I kind of like cheesy, catchy music. Favorite color, blue. I guess we just let this one die. Do you think aliens are real? I do think there's most likely life somewhere other than Earth. I actually think there's definitely life somewhere other than Earth. I believe in infinite universes, infinite possibilities. Do I know that's true? I guess not. So we'll go back to most likely. I doubt there's life anywhere in our solar system, though. It just seems like very rare conditions that Earth was able to even support life. The fact that it's this distance from the sun and other factors. I feel like I'm just making everyone in the chat sad. Maybe I should just not stream that. Is there really bacteria found on meteors? Really? Libraniana is real. This is seriously one of the best cards in the game. This is definitely the best Smarty card, other than maybe Dragon. Very similar. There's holes in bacteria that may have been caused by by bacteria. It's not the same thing. Wonder if it's gonna weed spray me to the Ice Age. I probably should have bring Anna to play around weed. Whoa. Wrong one. Why would they not go for the big one? What the hell? Why? You made my day by my stream. You know what? I don't want to take you guys for granted because I really, really appreciate you guys. Like, immensely. Like, so much. And I don't want you guys to feel taken for granted. I'm not just saying this to make people feel better. Like, really, It's that's why I'm like, just get another second cube. What the hell? All I need is a Star Sword. We'll be good to go. The heck is this? I need a rest? No, I don't need a rest. I rest enough. I'll rest when I'm dead. Saturday I don't really work, so it'll be my day off. Do you like trap music? No, I just like traps. I'm not really into that much electronic music. Oh, that was a good yawn. Domain? Domain? I haven't seen you in like 2 years. Jesus. What the hell? Where did you come from? Where did you... Probably you're 32, no offense, but of course 20-year-olds won't be interested. What? First of all, I'm not particularly dating 20-year-olds. I said people in their 20s. Second of all, my girlfriend last year was 20. I feel like it depends who, you know? I mean, I was 31 then, so I guess I've aged out. Oh, man. I'm tired as a butt cheek on a stick right now. We can't really win today, it's fine. It's okay. Winning's overrated. Slip and slide on a banana peel. College I go to, it's called Mir in Jerusalem. Look it up. Could you not? Still dies. No, it doesn't. The heck am I there? Well, things platinum. That's what I'm saying. I'm not like, it's not like things are bad. Nothing's really wrong, guys. Everything's fine. For real, I'm not just saying that. Everything is quite fine. Fine as hell. No, oops. Well, I guess we're doing this play now. Hey, and I'm feeling... It's just very frustrating. That's all. And it makes me look like a baked potato. Right, the rule is the higher age divide by 2 and add 7. Stupid. Why would there be a rule? Why would the hell would you follow a rule in terms of your romantic relationships? Doesn't make any sense. So that means 32, so 22 is my age. That's the thing. 16 plus 7. 23 there. Who gives a shit? Why would you ever follow a rule like that? Society, man. So the 60% get to decide, tell the 40% who they're allowed to date and who they're not. That is the most oppressive thing I've ever heard in my life. Let's say the 60% are Catholics, so should they force you to be able to be a Catholic now? People have their heads 3 feet up their asses. That's the problem nowadays. Fucking idiots. Dumb as hell. Society's that stupid, I don't want to be part of it. What can I say? Not gonna lie. Imagine telling people who they're allowed to date and who not based on something as arbitrary as their age. Wow. Keep the oppression going, guys. Not enough. We gotta keep it going. We need more, guys. More rules. Dumb as hell. Fry, then you have the issue with pedos. Pedos is to protect the kids, not to discriminate against the people who are attracted to kids. Huge mistake. Humongous mistake people make. Stupid as hell. Should be lethal. Hippity doo da, hippity do, your day, the man, the day, in his day. So you're suggesting an attraction to kids' acceptable sites. Attraction to anything. Attraction to dogs. Attraction to grandmas who are 80 years old. The attraction is not the problem. We, as a society, protect the most vulnerable people in our society. It's not it becomes discrimination. That's what happens. The same way in the 80s, people discriminate against gay. You know, there used to be a death penalty to be gay. It used to be, and people would ask the exact same question. You're saying society, homosexuality should be allowed? Now people got a little bit smarter and said, hey, maybe we should just let people be and not discriminate against people. So if we're protecting, I'm not suggesting we don't protect children. Of course we should be protecting children. Of course we should be. But it's not discriminating against people. It's not discriminating against people who are gay or people who are kinky or people who have all kinds of things. That's the point. It's not discrimination. The point is we're protecting people. Not from themselves, from other people. We don't protect people from themselves. It's not our job. If 200 years ago in the United States, if you would have an openly homosexual relationship, you would be put to death. To death. You would get the electric chair. You know that? Or firing squad, whatever the heck they were doing back then. Pedophilia is not the same as LGBTQ, and the difference is because there's someone who's involved who's vulnerable. There's someone not consenting involved. That's the difference. That's the only difference. Not that someone's not that we're discriminating against this person or not. It's stupid. Discrimination's never okay. Anyway. Let's say you have a person who's attracted to animals. So should we put them to death too? Should we throw them in jail for being attracted to animals? Where does it end? It shouldn't even begin. That's the answer. Reparation for slaves. If the reparation means, the society, let's say people who are the descendants of slaves are still in a place where they're underprivileged, let's say, and it's a direct result of slavery, then yeah, but reparations is not going to pay them, not to pay people money. It's try to help everyone, anyone who's poor, anyone who's underprivileged, help them get out of the poverty, help them improve their lives. Not a payment though. It's stupid. It's not like a fine. People aren't responsible for things their grandparents did. Do the cars need life insurance or car insurance? It's amazing how people strive so much to be accepted for their sexuality, but then they'll discriminate against other people's sexuality. It just blows my mind how hypocritical that is. If you are attracted to kids or animals, you should get help, not be jailed or killed. Well, that's what they used to think about gay people. Exactly the same thing. It's exactly what they used to think. The only way to actually be able to answer the question, what is the difference really between you discriminating against someone nowadays or what they used to do 200 years ago, is to take a stance of never discriminating against anybody ever. That's the only way you can actually be consistent. And if you're saying there's no debating this and there's no other side because I'm 100% right and there's no other opinion, then you're wrong. Then you're 100% wrong because you're unwilling to even consider that you're wrong. Listen, if you have an opinion about anything and you're unwilling to even consider the other side, there's almost no chance you're right. The more self-confident you are, the more overconfident you are about something, the higher the chances that you're making mistakes. Someone who knows how to understand both opinions about something and understand all the sides of it is emotionally capable. It's not just being smart enough. Someone who's emotionally capable of actually opening up their mind and their heart and understanding where a different stance, even something which seems very, very tense to them and very painful, and understand where someone else is coming from, that's how you're going to be intellectually honest. Otherwise, you're exactly the same. It doesn't matter if it's Donald Trump or if it's some kid in a Twitch chat. It doesn't make a difference. If you're less confident in your opinion, then you're more likely to be right, of course, because now you're less confident. You're examining other people. You're hearing what other people have to say. You're considering all the different opinions. If you're just 100% sure of yourself, people who go and chop each other's heads off are also 100% sure of themselves. You think 200 years ago they weren't 100% sure when they were discriminating against gay people? You don't think they were just as sure of themselves as you are of yourself? Oh no, but you're right. Everyone else is right. Everyone else 100% sure of themselves is wrong, and you're right. It's just stupid. People who are smarter have more self-doubt. That's how it works. I'm sorry I'm kind of taking out one person in the chat, but it's just whatever. It's just something I don't like about society. The opinion's accuracy is not dependent on how sure you are of it. No, that's not what makes it accurate. The chances that you're making a mistake that you're making a mistake increase the more confident you are. Because if you have a scientist who gathers a lot of data, or a scientist who gathers just a very little bit of data, so the one who gathers a lot of data is more likely to be right. Doesn't mean necessarily, no, it could be the guy got lucky. But it's the same thing with ideas too. Is that if you are very narrow-minded and you just have one idea and you just have this attitude that anyone who disagrees means automatically wrong and there's no debate and there's nothing to talk about it. So you could be lucking out, but it's a 1 in a million chance. If you're taking a lot of opinions, the likelihood of you being right goes up drastically. Tell me where the flaw in my logic is there. The more you open up your mind, even if you're so sure and it's so painful to you that someone could ever have such an opinion, it doesn't mean you're right. It just honestly, I think it means you should get help. Because it means you can't even, you obviously, I don't know. I honestly think someone who is so can't even handle a person having a different opinion about something probably means they have some kind of trauma associated with it. Or else why can't you hear another person out? What's preventing you from doing that? Probability. I'm not talking about mathematical probability right now. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm talking about basic human wisdom. The more things you consider, the wiser you're going to be. There's a reason an opinion is called an opinion, but again, a lot of people think their opinion is just straight up facts. Because they're stupid. Sorry, I'm being pretty brutal right now, but it's 100% true. But go ahead, make the argument. Make the argument that being more closed-minded and pushing away other people's opinions and saying that everyone who even disagrees with you has no idea what you're talking about and there's no debate, how that makes it more likely that you're actually being accurate right now. Go ahead. I'll be open-minded too. Oh, Duck Gossip, I know you're being a troll, but discriminating against ideas is good. Absolutely. This is a better idea, this is a worse idea. So I'm saying if a person's really 100% sure of themselves about everything, that's a bad attitude. Discrimination against attitudes, 100% is good. And ideas, but discrimination against people and their feelings and their biology, that's, again, if you want to make the argument that discrimination is a good thing, let's go for it. But until you're willing to do that, of course it's a bad thing. Of course it is. There's no such thing as a fact, only strong opinions. I think philosophically that's true. There is no such thing as a fact. I think the thing that establishes a fact is if we agree on it. If two people who are talking agree on it, then in that context it's a fact. But once they disagree, of course it's an opinion. How can we end discrimination? The people who have power, the 60%, stop telling the 40% what to do. That's it. Unless they're trying to protect someone, unless you have no choice, you know? If you're protecting someone, great. Tell the 1% of people who, probably more than 1% of people who would go around killing people. So tell them not to do that. But it's not because you're discriminating against murderers. It's because you're protecting people's well-being. Big difference. Big ass difference. Let's see what's in the box. Beans. Beans are in the box. I don't know, I'll just do this. Probably we're trying to protect you. The 60% can agree on facts among each other, but if they don't agree with 40%, so that's literally what oppression is when the 60% tell the 40% what to do. In democracy, that's what oppression is. In a monarchy, so it's the one person, the king, he's oppressing everyone. It doesn't have to be 60%. So whoever has most of the power. Children can't consent, right? That's why we protect them. Consent or not, that's a social way of saying it. But people are more vulnerable, you protect them. That's great. Doesn't mean you discriminate against people. Animals can't consent. Doesn't mean you discriminate against people who are into bestiality. Nope. Nope. If we want to extend protections to the animals and protect them, so we can argue about that. I should have mulliganed this out. This is a good enough play. It's a pretty easy deck to play. And I really have to thoroughly concentrate on this. We'll discriminate against furries now. Yeah, anyone who's furries, anyone who likes that, they're horrible, it's objectively wrong, and it should be illegal to be a furry. It's stupid. See you later, Swabby. How come kids can't consent on a lot of things their parents command them to? So again, that's why using actual consent, it's not even real, they can't consent. Of course children can consent. We don't consider their consent for sexual things to be consent. And that's how we protect them. It's a technicality more than anything else. Which again, that's a good thing. That's protecting a human being. That's a very good thing. He doesn't have evaporate. Let's just save this. It's not discriminating if we hate pedos. So if you're talking about child molesters, so hating them, I don't think that's discrimination because you're protecting, I don't know, hating, but you're protecting anyone from getting raped, anyone from being molested. So that's a very good attitude. But saying that their attraction to children is wrong or attraction to anything is wrong, let's say they're attracted to grandma, saying that's wrong. It's not a choice. It's not a choice. Anyway. I'm 14-0 with this deck now. Why is adult age 18? I think that's presumably the age that you can get a job and get your own place and take care of yourself. Some places it's 16. Most places it's 16. But, you know, that's just each society just decides that for themselves. Bam! Thank you, ma'am. Why do people discriminate against others? So we can feel superior to one another? One is power. One is just people having their head up their ass and not understanding where the other person's coming from. It's always a combination of all those things. Anyway. Today won't mean a thing. Do you think capitalism will ever be able to take care of weaker groups and itself? It does. Poor people who say, "Oh, poor people, they don't have." Why are they poor? Why are they poor? They don't have food. How many people in the United States right now don't have food? Ridiculous. Old days, poor meant you didn't have anything. You died of hunger. That's what poor meant. Nowadays, poor is because you can't afford the new iPhone 12. You're poor. Poor means you live in a crappy apartment. That means poor. Of course, it takes care. All the extra money, all the extra everything we have. Yeah, of course, it takes care of the least fortunate people. Do you think there's a meaning to life? Check out my podcast, Khalib. It looks like you'll like it. It's the first video. It's called "What is the Meaning of Life?" Do you know where the extra money even goes? What do you mean? Goes a lot of places. Inevitably. Decent play. Why did he put this here? Just to block the lane. It's not a bad play. This actually would have made lethal. Not bad at all. Oh, that's what he was planning. We're dead as hell. I think capitalism's the purest form. I don't know. Not a big fan of purity. $934 billion goes to the military. Do you know how much money it really takes to run a military? Like, how much should go? Do you know what all the threats are to the United States right now, down to the dollar? You have no freaking clue. I hate it when people criticize politicians for decisions about things that they, I mean, unless you know, tell me, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna presume that you know nothing about how much, about any, almost nothing about the military. Even if you've served in the military, they don't tell people, unless you're a high-ranking general or a really high-ranking, you know, member of, like, the intelligence community. You don't know what the threats are to the United States. You don't know how much money it takes to keep people safe. I don't even know how you could criticize someone like that. You should take all that money and give it to the poor. Okay, then China attacks. Now what? Now we're living in China. That's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Let's say Russia just decides to wage war on the United States. Are we safe? Yeah, that'll never happen. And historically, things like that have just never, it's never taken place ever. This is a pretty good play. We're gonna exploit the hell out of this guy. I think this one is harder to kill. I think we win in lane 2, I'm pretty sure. That feels like a really nitpicky straw man argument. Which argument? The one I just made? I'm just saying that there is no argument. How could you criticize a government for spending about a thing which the amount they spend on a thing which it's impossible to determine how much it would even cost? Did he alien news the wrong one? What did he alien news? He should have alien news this one. Oh. I missed it. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I came after a couple people in the chat a little bit hard. I'm sorry I get a little bit riled up about these things, but who the hell is this? Oh, that's random. Anyway. Streaming for almost 2 hours. Treat which issue, Big Mac? What are you talking about? What would Americans do if the U.S. became dictated? Yeah, probably take guns and shoot the government in the face. Hopefully, if they have guns. Why do you defend pedophilia when you have children? What does that have to do with it? What does that have to do with it at all? Let's say, let's say you'd have a defense attorney who's a defense lawyer who has children and they're defending a murderer, so that means they shouldn't do that too? Someone's being convicted, someone's accused of murder, so they shouldn't have a trial, shouldn't speak up for them? I understand. Because they're a human being? If you found out a man was attracted to your children, will you not want to give him a hug? I will protect my children from it. Again, it's the attraction. It's that there's two things that would have to make the person a threat. One is the fact that he's a pedophile, which means he's attracted to kids, and the other one is that he's going to actually go and harm another human being. That's a whole second step. If I suspected that he fulfilled both of those criteria, of course I would protect my kids from that. Of course. That's nothing to do with the question of should we be discriminating against people who are just attracted to kids and are not molesting kids. That's the key. Make sure they get help? I don't know what that means. Don't you know how vulnerable children are? Yes, of course. That's why you protect them. That's the reason why we have these systems in place. And even without the system, it's just a normal thing. Parents do protect your kids. People are, it's almost like in order to protect your kids, you have to kill the people. So why don't we just go around, anyone who's attracted to kids, we should make it's legal to murder them. You guys think that's a good law? The two people arguing with me this in the chat, saying, oh, they need to get help. Why don't we just kill them? I'm asking you. Trump seems like crap when you just watch the media about him. You should watch him directly. Agreed. 100% agreed. You're saying you should have conversion therapy. Are they sick? That's the question. Is a person who's attracted to children, are they sick? Is that a mental illness? And if that is a mental illness, why is every other type of sexuality that we do accept nowadays, why are those not mental illnesses? What's the difference? I'm asking philosophically. I don't know why we keep arguing about pedophilia. It's just the hardest, the touchy subject that I'm pretty happy to not back down about. Is pedophilia a mental illness? I want to marry you right now? Let's do it. Hit me up on Facebook. Let's get this done. Why would I say they need to get help if they're not ill? If you want to show me how it's a mental illness, then I'll agree with you. People are... Fry, you're cheating on me with Big Mac. Yes, it's sick. You mentioned bestiality is sick too, and you know what? 100 years ago, homosexuality was also sick. So your feeling that bestiality is a sickness and pedophilia is a sickness, what is the difference in your feeling and the people who feel that homosexuality is a sickness? If you're going just based on feelings, there's no end to it. Anytime someone does a thing that doesn't rub you the right way, now it's a mental illness. That's not how it works. Keep quiet. The FBI might be heading your way. Exactly.
So is what again is sexualizing an animal an illness? Let's say two men are sexualizing each other. Is that an illness? Let's say a person 200 years ago they thought it was disgusting. Homosexuality was disgusting to them. Of course they thought it was a mental illness. Of course they did. They were 100% sure, and if anyone, any doctor, any scientist would go up and say, hey, it's actually a natural phenomena that one man can be attracted to another man, they would just be shunned. They would be shut down. They would lose their medical license. That's how it works. That's how an oppressive society works. Anyone who has any opinion says, hey, maybe this thing you guys are presuming is not true. People say, of course it's true. I'm not talking about pedophilia rights. I'm talking about pedophilia, the actual attraction. I'm not talking about gay rights at all. Who said anything about rights? Pedophilia is not legal because we're protecting the kids, not because we're discriminating against the pedophiles. Homosexuality is legal because there's no one to protect. No one's getting harmed. Is it a good idea to attack those who discriminate, or better yet, discriminate against them? No. Educate people who discriminate. Don't discriminate against discriminators. That makes the matters worse. If you discriminate against discriminators, yeah. People say, oh, that guy's a bigot because he has this opinion. That means you're a bigot, because a bigot means someone who hates people with different opinion than them. Anyone who votes for Trump is a bigot. That's like textbook dictionary bigotry. Let's say necrophilia, great example. Is someone who's a necrophile, is that a mental illness? Prove it. Prove it. It's not as touchy as anyway. I've heard the word educate, yeah. So educate sometimes means take the moral high ground and explain to them why they're wrong instead of actually explaining the virtues of the other argument. So you're right, the word educate has a bad taste now. I'll click on YouTube videos during Fry's finally gonna be canceled. Yeah, I know. This is all you have to say to be canceled. It's fine. You can't prove mental illness. It comes down to definition. I think it comes down to how much distress it's causing the person. You know what I mean? If a person has any mental illness, it's not causing them any distress, and they're living a fulfilling life. So what's the problem? Richard? Why do people have a need to feel superior to one another? It's something that's bred into us, because the people who feel a need to be superior end up dominating the other people in their tribe and end up having all the babies and passing their genes down to the next generation. So this thing about feeling superior is actually naturally, it has been filtered through natural selection, that those who want to feel more superior end up passing their genes to the next generation more than those who don't. That's why we're like that. Pretty simple explanation. I know it doesn't really, and that's not a very meaningful explanation, so I don't know if that's what you're looking for, but that's the biological explanation. You may not see it, but you are actually comparing pedophilia attraction with gay attraction. I do think that I honestly, if coming from a natural place, like, is this a natural part of human biology? I do think that attraction to children and to grannies and to furries and to other men and to females and to heteros, I think all of these things are actually occur naturally in the human experience. It doesn't mean that we should make child molestation legal. I do not think we should make child molestation legal. I think it's a very great thing that we're protecting children from being molested. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying we shouldn't be discriminating against people who naturally feel attracted to children or to dead people or who are gay or who are whatever. You understand the difference? I'm not talking politics right now because I'm not saying anything in terms of policy. All I'm saying is in terms of biology. The onus is on you to prove that homosexuality occurs naturally and pedophilia does not occur naturally. That you got to prove that if you're going to make that claim. Not just because one of them rubs you the right way and one rubs you the wrong way. Making your factual claims based on the way you feel, that one of them feels nice and the other one doesn't feel nice, that's stupidity. I mean, come on. You don't want people to do that to you. You don't want people who don't like homosexuality, therefore say that that's a mental illness now. I do think that attitude is the same. I'm not saying that being attracted to children and being attracted to another man are the same. They're obviously very different. But the attitude of it doesn't feel right, so therefore it's bad. Therefore it's a mental illness. Those two attitudes are coming from very similar places. Duck Gossip is usually trolling, guys. One-on-one debate, politics and society. Hit me up on Facebook. Fry Crepes. You're a clown for even comparing the two. Why am I a clown? Why? Explain. Can you explain reasonably, or it's just, haha, he's a clown? I can call you names for saying that the two are completely incomparable. You're a clown now. Okay, good. Does that make you a clown? I know why it bothers people, because people have suffered. I know plenty of people who have been hurt as children. I mean, so many. And I'm not trying to take away from their experiences and their pain at all. And I'll repeat again and again and again. I'm not trying to say that we should not be protecting children. I'm saying we should not be discriminating against feelings for feelings that they naturally feel. Ever. Across the board. It's not about comparing this sexuality to that sexuality. I'm saying a blatant statement. If a person feels something naturally, do not discriminate against them for that feeling, because it's not their choice, not their fault. There's nothing wrong with it. Let's say you have a person who wants to kill people. Let's say you have a person who's a real sociopath. He really wants to murder people. I don't think we should discriminate against that person. Now, again, if that's just this feeling person has, and person's living a fulfilling life, even without killing people, it's just this part of him. It's just this thing, and he's never going to be able to do it because it's illegal to kill people. He's living a happy, fulfilling life. Should he get help? No, he doesn't need help. If it's causing him distress, then get help. Same way if you'd have a pedophile who is sexually frustrated because it's illegal to molest children. So yeah, of course they should get help. The same... give any example of that. Why is white pride so god-awful, but other races are encouraged to feel pride of their skin? Exactly. It's exactly the same thing. White pride and black pride are exactly the same thing. People should not be proud of a color. It's a stupid thing to be proud of. Stop being proud of how much melanin you have in your skin. Horrible. Be proud that you have good ideas and you have a good brain and that you're successful and that you have a family and that you have friends. And that you're a contributing member of society, not because of I have less melanin than you. I'm better. Stupid thing to be proud of. My real name is Ephraim. Oh my gosh, Duck Gossip.
What if someone really wants to kill people? He definitely should get help. Don't you want him to feel normal? Again, if that's a naturally occurring feeling, let's say when people get angry, they do want to kill people. I mean, that's a very natural thing. If you get very, very angry, the instinct is to kill someone. Back in caveman days, that's how it happened. When someone got really, really angry, they killed the guy. So should that person get help? Should you get help for feeling? That's a very natural feeling. Of course not. If it's a natural feeling, you don't need it unless it's causing you a lot of distress. Wow. Killing people who kill others is a way to make sure that they never kill anyone. So that's a matter. Again, you're not killing them. It's also to prevent people from killing other people. So, but the whole point of the death penalty, it's exactly the same thing. It's to protect people. It's not, you killed someone, you're a bad person, now we're going to pay you back. Wow, I'm sweating like hell. This shirt doesn't absorb very well. It's okay. Or absorbs too well, maybe. White pride is a counter movement by being proud, having white skin. Well, so let's say a person's just white pride. They're proud to be white culture. Very, very proud of that. And they make a whole celebration and a parade. So you have no problem with that now? Plus, black is not a culture. Black, I mean, shouldn't be. Black is a skin color. You know what I mean? If you were talking about people's culture, so you want to say, okay, this is a holiday that we celebrate. This is something we did in this country. So that's fine. Like, but it's not black. People in Ethiopia and people in Jamaica don't have the same culture. Did I start a TikTok now? There literally is no white culture. Is there black culture? Let me ask you, is there a thing black? Do all black people have the same culture? I mean, that's the most racist thing I've ever heard in my life. All black people have the same culture? That's stupid. Homosexuality and bloodlust are usually influenced by experiences the said person had with a certain group of people. Pedophilia and necrophilia are different because you can't use as arguments that you didn't like dating adults, so you try dating kids, nor you say you hate living with. So, well, sexuality is determined at a very, very young age. Like, we're talking about between the ages of like 0 and like 5. Arguably, a person's sexuality is almost completely set in stone. If they are gay, forget gay. If they're homosexual, they're going to be homosexual for the rest of their life now. And if they're heterosexual, they're going to be heterosexual the rest of their life. I presume the same thing happens with anything, any attraction a person has. It's going to be set in stone at a certain point. Obviously, the older a person gets, like if you're 20, so you're not necessarily going to be attracted to 40-year-olds, but if you're 50, then you will be. So anyway, that part would change. But in terms of in general how your attraction works, I don't think that. I think that's determined at a very young age. People who are for real pedophiles, like they're only attracted to children, I honestly think that actually naturally occurred to them at a very, very young age. I don't see why that's not a natural occurrence. Like what is it? Just because it hurts people, so therefore it's not natural? I don't understand that argument, but anyway. Your meaning of life video encourages people to hit the reset button. You know, some people have pointed that out to me. I'm obviously not encouraging anyone to commit suicide. I certainly didn't even address that in the video. If a person's philosophy, any philosophy a person has, makes them think that suicide's a good idea, I don't know what to say. I don't have like an objective answer to that. I think we as a society should try to help them and make their life better, but
I don't know what the real argument is that that's not like that's an immoral thing. Anyway, how did this conversation get started? I don't know. I can't. Are we ever gonna ban Duck? Why? Duck's great. Duck's a cute troll. Alt F4. Bum 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 bum. Cultural appropriation is so stupid. So stupid. Cultural appropriation. Cultural appropriation is people, like white people, basically getting offended for people of certain cultures. Stupid. Racism is saying races exist more than it being a social construct, of it being something really intrinsic to people. It could be you really could find a link between race and biology. I'm not sure. It is actually possible that race does exist on some level, but it's so small. That's the racism is thinking that that tiny small thing makes such a big difference when it doesn't. Fry, can I talk to you? Anyway. People want to have a friendship with me. Just hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and say something intelligent. Not Fry, I want to show you my deck. I don't take deck pics on Instagram, okay? Say, hey Fry, you were talking about this thing, and here's a real thing I want to say. I don't know. What the hell? I don't think race and culture are tied to each other because I'm white, so it means I have the same culture as someone in the Netherlands. Let's say someone from Jamaica and Ethiopia. Do they have the same culture? Let's say someone from like Philippines and Japan. They don't even look the same, but I don't know why Philippines are even like Asian. It's the thing. Do they have the same culture in Philippines and Japan? Race is stupid. It's just this made up, really stupid concept. Most people are brainwashed their political views. I have this thing where I want to unbrainwash people, but maybe we need brainwash. Maybe it's the only way for us to form societies. You have to. How would we have a society if everyone really thought for themselves? Maybe what we need. And that's one reason why I've been a little less like the last couple of weeks devoted to the podcast channel because of this concept. Honestly, it's like. If everyone thought for themselves, maybe societies would just not work out. In order for us to like form common societies with common ideals and common ideas, there needs to be a few people brainwashing everybody. Maybe that's just a necessary thing for human survival. I don't know what to do with that. I think that's actually the truth, because if you think of look at every single human society and everyone's brainwashed. I mean, what society has a large percentage of people who are actually thinking for themselves? So if that's predominant among all societies and all human culture, then it has to be that thing works and the other thing doesn't work, or else there would be an even distribution. You'd have a whole bunch of societies with everyone thinking for themselves. Brainwashing is very bad. It feels bad to smart people, but maybe if we take a step back and look at it biologically, maybe brainwashing is the greatest thing ever. You know? We cause more destruction to the world. What's the definition of destruction? We have to agree on that. We can't agree on anything without brainwashing. You're the greatest thing ever, Fry. Thanks, Fox. Have you already played PvZ Heroes? Yeah.
Proud Boys. I don't know what they are. I saw one video with the Proud Boys. They don't seem like white supremacists from that one video I watched, but I can't say one way or the other. Pretend I said something smart. Okay, thanks. Well, you guys are nice. Thanks, Adrian. They plan to kidnap Michigan's governor. They are white supremacists. Do they say they're white supremacists, or do other people? See, I don't. When people say someone's a white supremacist nowadays, I don't believe it, because I know that most times people are accused of being white supremacists. It's a false accusation, without exaggerating at all. So if they themselves say they're white supremacists, then I'll accept that. Because if a person's really a white supremacist, why are they not saying it? No, they're not saying it, but they are. We know they are, but they're not saying it. We know. Hi, Ilya. Proud Boys are just some trolling Trump supporters. That's the impression that I get. That they're more like in real life trolls who like guns and body armor. They're like army punks. But I don't know. Okay, bye, Real Swabby. Are you racist, Fry? No. Racism is stupid. Imagine judging people based on how much melanin they have in their skin. That's the stupidest way to... There's good ways to judge people. That's not one of them. How about based on if they're saying smart things or coming out of their face or not? That's a really good way to judge. I'm an idealist. Idealist? I guess that's what it means. I discriminate based on ideas. Fry's ended racism. If people would be smart and actually use their freaking brain, I think the human brain just needs to grow a little more than all this stupid stuff, all the racism, all that stuff. It's all gonna go away. People just be a little smarter. They'll solve everything. Race should not exist, but culture should. But you shouldn't praise it necessarily. Yep. Culture is a thing. Is politics a good thing or a bad thing? I think politics are the agreements we make as a society, and so that's a very good thing. The fact that we can agree on things. Ideist. Just need aliens. Do a drunk stream. No, I'm not drinking anymore. It's okay to be proud of your own culture. Just don't say it's better than others. Sure. Again, if part of your culture you feel like, you know, it depends what it is. If a person says, well, the culture, we have certain agreements that we make that are very good, and we have certain ideas that are good, and, you know, and certain customs, and we say that these are better than the other ones, I don't think that's necessarily a bad attitude for a person to think that their culture is better than a different one, because what if a person thinks their opinion is better than someone else's? I don't think that's necessarily bad. Now, if a person's just coming, I don't know, from a dumb place and they're saying, well, since it's mine and therefore it's better, yeah, that's a dumb attitude. But if a person's actually seeing the value in their particular culture and looking at it objectively, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that it's better in those, at least in those ways, to other cultures. Another controversial statement from Fry 'em Up. I'm just going all out tonight. Could come from the need to feel superior, the desire to exploit other people by any means. You know, you think like that would be people who are like maliciously racist, and they don't actually believe in it. They don't believe in anything to it, but
Listen, the only way a person can really be racist, though, is if they're... Listen, you're talking about someone who they themselves are not racist. They understand that just because people have different skin color doesn't make them inferior. But they're trying to exploit people in any way they can. They're using that. But how are they using that? It's just by telling other people that that's true. So if the other human beings around them would be smart enough to say, no, that their melanin levels don't make them different, then there would be no way to exploit people that way. Genetically, we're all bigots, yeah. Humans suck. I think I wish I was less smart. Life would be a lot easier. Ignorance is bliss. I should just become stupid. Are you Assyrian? No. Jewish. Jewish as fuck. Jewish as hell. I shouldn't say the F word on the stream. It's not nice. What's your IQ? I don't know. I don't even know if I have a really high IQ. I think I have like a... I don't know what it is. Da, da, dun, dun, dun. Racism makes no sense. It's a biological thing. I'm one of these people that I'm like, oh, anytime you have a difference between your feelings and your brain, you should always listen to your brain, and that would solve all the world problems. I definitely have that tendency. I know a lot of people don't see things that way because they don't have as big of a brain as I do. No, but that's, you know, the people who are like, people who are able to take a step back and like analyze where their feelings are coming from, you know, it's being like a T. It's being like if you know about Myers-Briggs. Some people, they're just much more thinking oriented rather than feeling oriented. So it's so easy to say, well, all racism really just comes from feelings. So that people would just use their brains, they'd realize that it's just melanin and it makes no difference. You know, I don't... There's probably a more emotional way to become not racist too. Remove the hate from your heart. I just feel like that people who are don't. People unfortunately are trying to concentrate too much on the emotional response instead of the much more effective one, in my opinion, is the intellectual response. But maybe people aren't smart enough. I don't know. I don't know anything. Do I watch videos your request? No. What is this video you want me to watch, Cyborg? If you want to like say, hey Fry, here's this video and this is exactly what it is and it's very interesting, this reason pertains to the conversation, like that would be a good way to get me to do a video instead of just spamming the link, you know? Was the raid on Iraq for 9/11 a good idea or bad idea? So in order for me to answer that question, I would have to know everything the United States intelligence knew at the time they decided to make that raid. Now, what percentage of the United States like intelligence, like all the data, them understanding what the threats were, what they suspect, all that stuff, what percentage of that did they reveal to the public? Nothing. Zero. They said one thing, and that's just the thing that make people happy. Oh, we're going to get Osama bin Laden. They don't tell you anything. Like, how could you have people... I remember back in the Iraq War, this is after 9/11, everyone's like, what do you think about the war? Like, do you think we should really be doing it or not? How are you having an opinion about whether this war is a good idea when you know none of the necessary information to form that opinion? If you want to say in general, like, under this circumstance, if this is the reason, then I do agree with it, and this circumstance is not, and it becomes this big spectrum, I think that's an okay attitude. I think in general, the military should be representing the will of their country, of the people of their country. But how do you know if a particular war is a good idea or bad? Let's say there's a real nuclear threat. Let's say there was a nuclear threat in Iraq, and that was the real reason. Do you think the United States government would have told us that? Of course they would not, and they shouldn't. Why would they reveal their military secrets to the population of their country and not be able to use those against the country they're going and fighting against? It doesn't make sense. Since when do you need information to forge opinions? Exactly, Moolah. Exactly. Do I think it was a good idea? I don't have any of the information. I don't know anything about the Iraq War. How many troops were there the United States have at that time? How many tanks, how many airplanes, how many missiles? What would be the cost? What would be the effect on the economy? What were the future threats coming out of Iraq? Was it just about 9/11? How much resources would it take to actually prevent those threats? I don't know any of that information. How the heck am I supposed to have an opinion about it? I have a burning hatred towards leftists. I genuinely need treatment about it. Yeah, stop watching Ben Shapiro. It's a good treatment. Genuinely cute video. Okay, fine. I'm clicking on this video. We'll see what happens.
Oh, he's gonna go in. Oh, I just know he's gonna go in.
Cutest pangolin rolls in mud.
Oh, I knew.
Pangolins are cute. I love pangolins. I love pangolins. They're like anteaters, but they have scales like a
He
snake.
walks himself back to the house tonight because I'm not going to carry him.
Hey. Stop knocking. Why is it knocking? That's so annoying. Ben Shapiro's sister is hot. What's your opinion on people who judges those based on religion? So in general, stop judging each other. In general, I say do not judge people. Now again, if there's a religion that has dangerous ideas, that's judging those ideas, not the religion. You know what I mean? But the religion is the ideas. I don't know what to say about that. You know what I mean? It depends what it is. If you, for example, have a very peaceful, I'm not even going to say Muslim now, because why do I have to do that? A very peaceful Jew, yeah? Person who's Jewish and is very peace and community and doesn't want to fight against anyone. So, of course, you shouldn't be discriminating against them. But let's say you have a Jew who has a warpath and thinks we need to kill all the Gentiles, yeah? And there's been times in Jewish history that this has happened. Don't think that Jews are the victims of the Holocaust. Trust me, the Jews have made their own Holocaust happen in history, too, at least according to them. You know what I mean? There's been plenty of times like that. Details to follow. So let's say you'd have Jews who are freaking waging the Crusades against Amalek, and they're going and they're killing them, men, women, and children because their great-great-grandparents did a thing to them once. So, of course I discriminate against that idea. Same thing would apply to any religion. La 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 la. So if a person has a religion that has a lot of good ideas about it, it shouldn't be discriminated against them. It should be praising them. Now, if a religion has dangerous ideas, then probably should be discriminating against those ideas. Can you dab? No, I can't. My arm is it doesn't go up all the way, so I can't do. I'm sorry. Just physically unable. Not just the men, but the women and the children too. There you go. I gotta go. Alright guys, I will see you on Sunday. I'll probably upload something tomorrow. Bye.